Hello friends, my name is Tawfiq and you're watching my channel Graphics Den. So in this video I am going to show you how we can create dress mockups in Photoshop. I'm going to show two steps or two methods rather to create this dress mockup. Both are pretty easy, anyone can follow it. It's very simple, so let's get started. So first we need to select the image. Now I have selected this image over here. As you can see, I have already selected the area, the dress area, and I'm going to also provide the links for these images, both this image and the pattern image, in the description of this video. So if you want to try with the same images, you can do that. So select the dress area. I have selected this using the quick selection tool. You can use any tool that you feel comfortable with. Now after selecting the area, simply press Ctrl J, or if you're using Mac then Command J to duplicate the area, selected area, like this. So now in this particular layer only the selected area is copied. Now the first method is pretty straightforward. So I'm going to place this design over the image. Now make sure that the pattern covers the entire area of the dress. So this looks good to me. Press enter. Now right click on the layer, top layer, and create a clipping mask so the area will be covered. Now to make it more realistic, use the blending option. So I'm going to use the color burn option. So as you can already see, this is looking pretty realistic, like this. Now if you observe this area over here, this area has more light as compared with the other section of this image. So we need to make it more realistic. So for that, simply go to blending options, right click, blending options, and using this option over here, underlying layer. Now this is the entire button. If you want to split the button into two, simply press and hold Alt or Option key and left click. So this will be separated. Now move this to the left side. As you can see, this changes but not too much. So like this, you want to make it realistic. It should feel like the light is making it brighter, like so. So this is the before and this is the after. Now it is already looking pretty realistic, but what if you want to give this fold effect, as if you put this design on a real fabric, the fold effect or the twisted effect will be different. It should look more realistic. So for that I will use the second method. So this already looks good, but we want to make it more realistic. So for that I am going to delete this. Now using the same design, I am going to create more realistic dress mockup or add pattern to the dress. Now for that we need to create a rectangle which covers the area of the dress. Now color of the rectangle doesn't really matter, but I'm going to use a darker color like this because I want to adjust according to the dress size. So I don't want to get confused between the light color, so I'm choosing the darker color, but color doesn't really matter. So now convert this into a smart object, right click and convert to smart object. Now this is very important. We have to convert this first and then apply some effects. If you do this, if we apply the effect and then convert it into a smart object, then this effect won't work. So that this is very important. As soon as we create the rectangle, we have to convert this into a smart object. Then we need to apply one effect, edit, go to edit, transform, and apply this effect, warp. Now the default value, we need to change the default value 4x4. You can also change to 5x5. Now I'm going to adjust this particular rectangle according to the dress size. It doesn't have to be 100% correct. Just make it as close as possible to the dress shape. So now as you can see, I cannot see through this rectangle. So I'm going to decrease the opacity like so. And now I'm going to change or adjust this dress size like this. And as I said earlier, it doesn't have to be perfect. We only want to make it twisty or the fold made to look realistic. That is why we are doing this. So it doesn't have to be 100% correct. Just give your best and place it accordingly. So I think this has to be like this. So this looks pretty good to me. Now as we have created a smart object, we need to go inside the smart object. This looks good to me. Now I'm going to increase the opacity 100 and double click on the thumbnail. This is the thumbnail. To enter the smart object, we need to double click. So we are now inside the smart object, and since we have created the smart object first, then we applied the effect. That's why it is looking rectangular in shape. Otherwise it would have looked different. So I'm going to place the same design inside the smart object. This is the smart object, and I'm going to adjust this accordingly. So I'm going to press and hold shift to fit the design inside the rectangle. Press enter to apply this. Now once I save the design or the changes, this is the design. Once I save the design, it will appear over here. So file, save. So as you can see, this has only covered the design, and as well as if you look closely, we can see the fold and the twisted effect to make it more realistic. Now one more thing, we need to apply the blending mode. So I'm going to go to blending mode and same color burn. So as you can see, now before that, I will undo this. Before that, we need to apply clipping mask. So right click, this is important, clipping mask, so that it only covers the dress area and not the extra area. So after that, we need to change to color burn. So as you can see, this effect over here, this is looking, the bend or the folds are looking realistic, as you can see over here. So this is before and this is after. Over here also you can see the twisted effect or the bend effect or the fold effect. This is looking more realistic as compared with the previous. I'm not saying that previous effect wasn't good enough, but this is looking more realistic. So you can try both the methods to create a dress mockup or to add patterns on a dress. You can use it on any dress or maybe any fabric that you like. There is one more method that I will cover in any other video. So meanwhile, do give it a go and let me know in the comment section how your effect pans out. So that's it for this video. If you find this video useful, please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye and cheers.